You should. This next song we're doing is a Root for Thoughts arrangement of a classic Billy Joel tune. It's like, in every heart there is a room, a sanctuary safe and strong, to heal the wounds from lovers past, until a new one comes along. I spoke to you in cautious tones. You answered me with no pretense, and still I feel I said too much. My silence is my self-defense, and every time I've held her own, it seems I only felt the thorns, and so it goes, and so it goes, and so will you, I suppose. And if my silence made you leave, then that would be my worst mistake. So I will share this room with you, and you can have this heart to break. Do you? And this is why my eyes are closed. It's just as well for all I've seen, and so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows. So I would choose to be with you. That's if the choice were mine to make, but you can make decisions too, and you can have this heart to break. And so it goes, and so it goes, and you're the only one who knows.
Yeah.
All right, this next one is an arrangement that I did for the group, actually arranged it for this one. So And it's a bunch of Maroon 5 songs, so hopefully you pop lovers out there gonna like it.
I'm at a payphone trying to call all of my change I spent on you. My chair just time's gone, baby, it's all wrong. Where are the plans we made for two? Yeah. Goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I'll milk you high. Kiss me tenderly and I'll show you all the moves. Jagger, got the moves. Jagger, got the moves. Like Jagger. Yeah. Trying to control. Look into my eyes and I'll owe you all the moves. Jagger, got the moves. Jagger, got the moves. Like Jagger. Baby, I'm praying on your
And we are on social media accounts.
On Instagram?
SoundCloud. Actually, I have my own website, jordanlankhorst.com. You can find a page for us on there. Instagram, even Snapchat. The greater minority.
Yeah, we're on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We kind of seen that outside. And then we do have one of our songs that Jordan arranged for us, Don't Diggity. You guys can just follow, share, like, subscribe. It's on YouTube. Is that about it?
Oh, are they done? Okay. Oh, yeah, they're done. I got you. I'm sitting here trying to figure all this out. Did we grab a battery for this, or do you think it's going to be okay?
It's same. I think it was just the way you were turning was blocking the signal. So.
Oh, silly me, silly clinician. Hi, everyone. I'm Matt. I've seen some of you before. Like at Milliken or something? Where did I see you guys? Jen, yeah, I recognize you guys. So, well, this is such a pleasure to be here from San Diego and get to hear you all again. And so how long has this group kind of been going together? Almost 2 years. Okay, so you're doing some gigs around, getting out singing here and there? Okay, cool. Well, I mean, I love it, obviously, starting with Reset, because I had so much fun working with Jarrett and Kevin on that and arranging it, and got to take Six's blessing on it. And so it's a real pleasure. And what I really loved about it is not that just that you did it, but just the little spins, like slowing it down. Like in the intro, I was like, why are they doing that all slow? And then it made sense at the end when you slowed that down. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. And just, I mean, the percussion and the bass is just on point. All the soloing is really, really on point. Really, really nice. What's your philosophy for how you're trying to balance the voices? Ladies versus guys, all of that kind of stuff. Like when you do your sound check, what are you trying to get in these monitors? So you're trying to get more soprano than anything, so we have that. Did you have that today?
I heard it out there after we started singing, but I didn't understand that.
Okay. It was all basic percussion in the house, and we were working on, we're working on the balance. But I just want to see if we can do. Let's just do a little more of a sound check. You're very, very far away from the monitors. If you look at how this monitor is, it's shooting all the way over your head. And for me, when we did in my group True North, we're on ears now, but before we were on ears, we would have like wedge backup itis, and then after a while we'd be like, no, come on, like, what's your name? Allison, check your mic, right? Get it right up here on the monitor.
Check. Okay, here.
Right? So now when you walk all the way back there where you were standing, go ahead, keep talking.
Check. Hello.
And hear how the presence is different. Like, I want you guys to feel the presence up here in the monitors so we can feel the presence out there. It's all killing. It feels very distant, and I don't think you want it to feel distant at all. So come on up here, do your sound check again, get what you need in here, and then I'll go listen in the house and I'll see what we have out there. Okay, go ahead. Because this is, I know it seems like, wow, why am I taking so much time on this? This is a huge part of it. Mm-hmm. That you crafted these arrangements so great, working on this stuff so hard, so we want to make sure that it comes off the way that you intended to. Okay. Show us how, I want to hear your individual mics first, though. Make sure you're all happy with what you have. In other words, do your sound check process again, please. Okay, let me hear the other individual voices. So I want to hear Allison out here. Please, go ahead.
Hello. Check.
Sing something.
All you gotta do is reset.
Now we've got a lot better presence than we had before. Let me hear the other ladies.
Check, check, check. All you gotta do is reset.
Uh-huh.
Check, check. All you gotta do is reset.
So out of the three, you're definitely the most present out of this. So we need, no, I'm not saying that you necessarily need to make an adjustment. Like, we can make that adjustment with the microphones too. You know what I mean? Like, when we're doing the big school choir thing, we pretty much just have to set our level and do a lot of this. But when you're a professional group, then you know your voices intimately. You know what you need from the microphones, and you know what you need to adjust here. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure we've got lots of Allison. Can we do the if you're at my wit's end? Can we do the chorus? It's reset, reset.
If you're at your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset, reset. You can start over, making
That'll help.
no sense.
The band wedges, it's super loud, the band wedges. Keep on. Band wedges.
If you're at your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset, reset. You can start over.
Okay, good. John, how's the balance? Oh,
Pretty
John's
good.
in here. All right,
Here.
I'll listen.
Okay, so you feel the presence now in the microphone, in the monitors. So now we've got a lot of ways maybe actually to get a little bit of guys back in here. Is that what you think too? Okay, ask them where you think. Don't be shy. You see guys, you get what you need. Do your artistry the way that you want to do it. Okay. It doesn't really swing like it's not swinging, but there's a punch to that rhythm. I just want to see the chorus be a little more diction or a little more just rhythmically. I want it to groove deeper, not from the bass and percussion, but from the vocals. So try the chorus again.
If you're at your wit's end,
Yeah.
all there is left to do is reset, reset. You can start over, just making no sense. Sometimes your only move is reset.
Okay. Now pump it in the house. Now that it's balanced. So, because we want, with this kind of thing, we want it to feel like you're right up in their face. And it feels kind of distant. So let's pull it forward, okay? And see where we're at. Let's see if we can push it a little bit. 1, 2, 3.
If you're at your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset, reset. You can start over,
Now you're getting there.
just making no sense. Sometimes your only move is reset, reset. You can start over. If you're at your wit's end.
Who's got that? At your wits. I hear that part missing.
Yeah, it's me.
Are you going down percussion or something there?
Like, nah, that was not, I think I just had myself.
Yeah, okay, we need that fourth part of the chord here. I heard it dropping in and out, so we need to make sure you're right on that. Okay, if you're and 1, 2, 3.
If you're at your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset. If it's making no
Okay, all right, cool. So now that we're here with this, and we've got the sound where we need to, and it's such a great opener. You guys had so much energy, and I really loved it. And then when you went to And So It Goes, it was just butter. I mean, your phrasing and the flow and your tone, everything just really, I really liked it. Let's try a little bit of And So It Goes, and I want to hear, just continuing to hear. Everybody is maybe just a little different on how bright or how warm you are, and so I just want you to really listen. And I don't know if there's a good place to get into it where you're all singing together. Maybe you can think of a spot. Or if you want to do the beginning, you can. But So let's just listen and see how the balance is.
A sanctuary safe and strong to heal the wounds from lovers past until a new one comes along. I spoke to you in cautious tones. You answered me with no pretense.
Careful, careful. You answered me with no pretense. Is the melody not there, right? So Allison, you want to pull back.
Oh.
In a couple of places I lost the melody. Just a hair like that. So, and it's not just adjusting your volume, it's adjusting your tone. Your tone tends to be pretty bright and pingy. That's your basic tone. So on this, you really have to work on just finding a little more subtlety, a little more nuance, a little more warmth in your voice, especially when you're not on the melody. Answer me, right? You don't want to hold it in there. So just really round it out. Let's do that same place, please.
A sanctuary safe and strong to heal the wounds from lovers past until a new one comes along. I spoke to you in cautious tones. You answered me with no pretense, and still I feel I said too much. My silence is my self-defense, and every time I've held a road.
Great. Can you try? And every time, like instead of making those 3 eighth notes, because you're almost doing a fermata there, right? You're holding that time chord and it's kind of reharmonized. It's kind of special. So going into that, marching into that doesn't make sense to me. And every, can you make it more legato and connect the consonants into the vowels there? Try that with me.
And every time.
Right. Don't make it about the word and. Make it about every time. And every time. Here we go.
And every time I've held a road.
Rose. Yeah. I held a row. Okay, it's just little things like that. So you notice I'm doing this clinic a little differently than I've done with the other groups. You know, I'm looking for you to listen and take the leadership on you, and then I'm just kind of pushing you in a certain direction. So you have to really just continue to listen, continue to work together. I would love to see a little more creating visual pictures. I realize you're not on wireless microphones, so you can't really go crazy. And I think especially I want to transition to the Maroon 5 thing, which is just awesome. What a killer arrangement. Like, I can't believe you got all those tunes in there. Like, I don't even know how you did it. But I would like to see, I mean, for those of us that know that group, it's like, oh yeah, that hit. Oh, and then she did that. Oh, and then he, you know what I mean? And so I'm missing, like, it just feels like the 6 of you are doing what I called earlier today, Park and Bark. I mean, yeah, we have a little duet moment and things, but I'd like to see, like, if it's the duet, Allison, you gotta walk everybody to the right and turn your bodies and let us, I want to be able to take a video of you with no audio and tell who's singing the solo, and tell, you should be able to look at any point and go, oh yeah, that's where we do this love. Oh yeah, that's where we do She Will Be Loved. You know what I mean? Okay, so we're not going to fix all that right now, but I want you to try, let's go ahead and do the Maroon 5 thing again, and I want you to just work on that. And if you're not singing something important, back up off the monitors, go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Can I just free you up and just, let's see if we can come up with, like, we do this in True North, but we never really like plan it out. It's just like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna walk over here because I want the focus to be there. You know where the focus needs to be. You did? Okay, let's try it.
I'm at a payphone trying to call home. All of my change I spent on you. My chair at the time's gone, baby, it's all wrong. Where are the plans we made for two?
Cool. So I'm gonna nitpick at this just a little bit, but that felt awkward when you got done with your singing. Kind of like you didn't know exactly. Okay, let's see. I'm out front here, and I sort of have to. You know what I mean? Like those are the things that we need to just sand out and really do that. Like because you're about to do this cool trio thing, right? So like when you get done with the solo, like I'd look over there and like, hey, come sing this with me, even as you're backing up. You know what I mean? Like make that transition from us looking at you to looking at him. And you're a huge part of that. I mean, it sounds obvious, but okay, one more time. Before you sing the intro again, what's the initial effect of this very, very first thing that you sing? What do you want your audience to feel? Is it powerful or is it gentle?
Powerful.
It's powerful? Yes or no? Do we agree? Powerful? Okay, then I need to see power on your bodies. You're just casually standing, you know, like it has. I mean, I'm not saying be showier necessarily. But I just want, again, I want what I see to match what I hear. If you want us to feel power and you're singing with power, why do your bodies not match that? It's that simple. Okay, one more time.
I'm at a payphone trying to call home. All of my change I spent on you. My chair, the time's gone, baby, it's all wrong. Where are the plans we made for two?
Just shoot for the stars. It feels right. They made from my heart. If you feel like it, take me away. I'll make it okay. I swear I'll be here.
Yes, thank you.
You can ride it wherever you want.
Stay out to us. Stay out to us. You're gonna sing to that right now.
But I'm shifting gears. I'll take it from here. Oh yeah. And it goes like this. Take me by the tongue and I know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves. Jack, the moves. Jack, the moves. Like Jagger. I don't even try to control. Look into my eyes and I'll own the moves. Like Jagger. I got the moves. Like Jagger. I got the moves. Like Jagger.
Baby, I'm praying on you tonight.
Okay, very cool. Okay, so a couple of impressions. I can tell you're thinking and processing, and it's really, really wonderful. So when we're talking, sorry, tell me your name.
Shelby.
Shelby. So when we're talking about power at the beginning, I would not direct your energy out that way. Like your body was on a 45-degree angle, and everybody else was like, bam, here I am. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, like new direction crazy, but you know what I mean. Like face forward, and then when it goes to the trio thing, that's when you release that and like, hey, come on, let's go. You know, right? It becomes more casual. So I would just think a little more like this at the beginning. I mean, I'd start like this. I don't know because you guys switch. I don't know if is that a part of your regular choreography for this or?
Just try it. So she told us.
Oh man, it makes sense because when I want to see the trio that I'm hearing. Okay, it sounds obvious. I mean, we as musicians know that the three ladies are going to make that trio, but right? But not everybody has been in local dance choir forever like we have. So make that apparent. Are you singing to her? Are you guys singing together, or are you just kind of his background singer?
Background, but since I kind of...
On the mic, please.
Oh, kind of background, but since he said like I was kind of, what was it? Kind of, yeah, harmonizing his harmony with them, and I stick out with them. That's kind of what he
So
did.
go, when you harmonize with him, then go get him. Like you need to cross to your right, and Allison, yeah, right? I mean, let us see that. And that's not going to tangle up your mics. You just walk to your right behind her, you walk to the left, and then when you're done, you just undo the tangle, and you're fine. Like all of this choreography will obviously work wireless, but it can certainly work wired. Okay, let's go on from your solo, baby, something.
Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. I'm sure they'll make your life just like animals, animals like animals, wolves.
Great.
Baby, I'm
You be powerful from the very beginning with it. You kind of animals, and then you kind of got there. Can you just come out and rock it? Let's try it. If we don't like it, then we'll ditch it. But you know, I just think you should come out and just like, yeah, that was great to be his little background singer. Now I got it. Right? That's the transition. One more time.
Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. I'm sure they'll make your life. Sorry.
Baby, I'm like, you know, I need more of that in there. 1, 2, 3.
Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. I'm sure they'll make your life just like animals, animals like animals, wolves. Baby, you think that you'll be mine. I can tell yourself apart, just like animals, animals like animals, wolves.
Yes, please. Won't you come and put it down on me? Yes, you
Come on, buddy. Come on, come get it.
make it alright. Need a little sweetness in my life. And sugar. Yes, please. Won't you come and put it down on me?
Yeah.
She wouldn't listen. She left before I had the chance to say, oh, every night she cried herself to sleep, thinking, why does this happen to me? Why does every moment have to be so hard? So hard to believe in.
Keep going. Shake that out just a little bit. Your body. You turned all the way to her. Keep your body to 45. Bring this out more. Bring it out more.
Ask her if she wants to stay, and she will be, and she will be loved. This love has taken its toll on me. She said goodbye too many times before, and I am in.
Good. And see, what's happened is your transitions are getting quicker, right? You're doing shorter and shorter snippets. So it's like, okay, I'm on board with that. I'm just thinking from the audience perspective, okay, I'm bored. That was cool. That's kind of new. Oh, wow. Oh. You see what I mean? Like it's getting faster. So I think you need to be a little more aggressive with your melody. Maybe step out further. I mean, it's kind of a duet, and then it's sort of not a duet anymore. Then let us see it, you know? Like I like you crossing in, because then when you walk away, and then if you come over more, you know, again, I'm not trying to make this clinic all about staging. It's just that I think when you start doing these things physically, it's actually going to come out vocally more too. It's like, oh, that's right. I need to be listening. He needs to come out, and my background part needs to go down because he needs to be coming out. You see what I mean? So for me, it's all tangled up. It's not, oh, now we're going to add choreography to this. It's, no, this is what needs to flow through that. Is that helping today? Do you have any questions or things that you want me to work on with you? I've got a couple more things that I want to do, but we do have some time, so.
Reset, or maybe this. Reset or this one.
I'd love to have you run Reset one more time. I was kind of just taking a video, and I want to give, something I could give to Jarrett and that kind of thing. So I'd love, now that we've got the sound where we want it, and just let's see if we can transfer some of these concepts all the way through to Reset. You guys sound great. It's really, really wonderful, and I think it's on the cusp of being awesome. You just have to really shape a few things into it. Cool. Yeah, let's do all of Reset again.
All you gotta do is reset.
Even harder to deal with the choices I've made. What's the point of trying again? Feels like I will never win. No, get a heart down, feel like a huge mistake.
Life's going crazy. Can someone take me from these choices I'm making? Or I lose my mind. If you're at your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset. You can start over. It's making no sense. Sometimes your only move is reset.
Please start over.
Feels like the walls closing in on me. Though I know my life ain't as bad as it sometimes seems.
Great. Sorry to interrupt your flow. Second verse is, we got a little confused,
Yes.
but then also the tempo dropped when we got there too. Kind of happened the first time too. The energy sort of is just dipping there. So bring the dudes back, bring out the duet or the solo more there. Can we do the second verse?
Feels like the walls closing in on me. Though I know my life ain't as bad as it sometimes seems. Yeah, sick and tired of getting by. Someday I'm gonna fight. Till that day comes, I'll be waiting patiently. Yeah, life's going crazy. Can someone save me from these choices I'm making? Or I lose my mind. If you're at your
Yeah.
wit's end, all there is left to do is reset. You can start over. It's making no sense. Sometimes your only move is reset.
You can start over.
If you're at your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset. You can start over. It's making no sense. Sometimes your only move is reset. You can start over. No, it's never too late to start again. No, there's a whole new world for you waiting to begin. All you gotta do is reset. If you're at your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset. Start over. It's making no sense. Sometimes your only move is reset.
You can start over.
If you're at your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset. You can start over. It's making no sense. Sometimes your only move is reset. You can start over. Reset.
And as we're watching, I don't know if maybe you're picking up on some of these subtleties, you see it that we've got 8 mics on stage, right? So why do you have 2 mics? right? Percussion mic and vocal mic. Okay, why do you have 2 mics? Right. But you notice what he's doing, he's doing it against his hip, and that's creating the bass drum effect. So, and just what you're doing with the integrated effects and all this stuff, I mean, it's so good, guys. So good. I love it. Couple of moments. When you have a show that you're putting together like this, you want there to be some wow moments. Those little, oh man, when they did that tune and they did that. When she went for that high note, right? You know, not just because you can't remember every detail of a whole hour-long show. So like, for me, there's a couple of places in this piece. One is where the percussion drops out and you go, someday I'm gonna fly. And you kind of have that special chorus. I would like that to ring more. And I think physically you can stop moving there. Just, someday I'm gonna fly. And then they'll be like, oh my, man, remember when they did that fly chord? You know what I mean? So I just think you can really highlight, like, you've got great ideas. I don't see you going for them as much as you can. I feel like you're all really nice, shy, you know, Midwestern people, and I'm sure you're not, like, just because you're on stage and holding microphones and this strange guy from California is talking at you, and, you know, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can release more. I think you can be more emotional in And So It Goes. I think you can direct your audience, like, man, we had this vision for this Maroon 5 medley, and we're gonna show it to you, and you're gonna hear it. You dig? And so I think you're there to just being more outrageous. If you're gonna do the slow down thing, I always call it the special, at your wit's end, right? That crazy moment. You do that twice, okay? If you're gonna slow it down the second time, then your first one has to be locked, loaded, totally in time. Like, the first one is starting to sound loose. And so it's like, the first time I was like, oh, I'm not sure. It doesn't really feel like it's locking rhythmically. Then when you did the second thing, it was, you know, so I went first time, at your wit's end, right, all the way to the end. They kind of turn it, like they kind of turn it that way, so you can pick up some of that if you want. That way when you do the second one, it's like, oh, snap, they just did that, right? So, but you have to keep the first one in the box, or the second one being out of the box isn't that exciting, okay? Because if they know the recording, they're like, oh yeah, that moment's coming again. Here, whoa, what did they just do to me, okay? At your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset, yeah. Right? I need more motion inside of the notes. I sat and listened to it, before I arranged this, I sat and listened to this recording, I can't even tell you, dozens of times, listening to exactly how they pronounce the chorus. Yours is pretty straight, it's a little too clean. I want it to be dirtier. If you're ever, will you try a little bit of that? You've heard that, right? You all heard the recording a bunch of times. Go there, and if it's too much, I'll tell you. Can we make that deal? Here's your A flat. If you're... so this is the first chorus, no special. First chorus. 1, 2, 3.
If you're at your wit's end, all there is left to do is reset. You can start over. It's making no sense. Sometimes your only move is reset.
Cool. Yeah, they say the word end and sense differently, and you might consider picking it. You're just saying end and sense, like we would say them in any other part. But they're, if you're at your wit's end, all there is. So just consider putting that. I think it'll make it feel a little more authentic, you know, as you're doing a cover of somebody else's thing. But I think you can go there. Okay. Cool. Let me hear, so we just have a couple more minutes, let me hear a little more of it, so it goes, from the beginning, and let me hear it acoustic with no mics. Okay, so just mics down. We'll just make a small arc here. I just want you to sing. I want you to sing to us. I want this to all be about the lyric and the flow of the phrase and connection. And don't worry about balance and reverb and all of that. Just sing. Okay?
In every heart.
going. Get your legs. Keep that vibe though. Here we go. 2 and 3.
And if my eyes are lit, make you leave.
Will you still stand the way you were before in the arc? Will you still say, even as you get bigger, so in other words, you two in the middle, back up a little bit so we can create an arc, right? You guys have to come in. Yeah, right. So in other words, I still want, even as you get bigger here, and the second verse opens up a little, let's keep this tight here. You're doing a lot of just standing in a line, the 6 of you. Okay? I just think it'll help us. And if my silence,
and if my silence made you leave, then that would be my worst mistake. So I will share this room with you. And you can have this heart to break. Do, do, do,
what are you feeling in this do section right here? That's all wonderful. I'm just getting such a sense of intimacy from you now. And it's really controlled. When you're changing keys here, what mood do you want on this do? I'm getting 2 different moods. That's what I'm asking. Uh-huh. Okay. Right? And we've just changed keys too, right? Which always kind of lifts everything up. So I feel like this is like, it's like a rocket waiting to take off here. I feel like that. So this is not the time for you to be intimate and closing your eyes. I still got 3 of you with your eyes closed. Like this is like, okay, we did that. We had our intimate moment. Now we're gonna, whoa! I know this recording. It doesn't change keys. You can't fool me, right? You can't get so locked into knowing your own arrangements like that you forget what you're doing to the audience. They are not expecting it to change keys here. So don't do this here, right? This is where you open up and go, oh yeah, we spin it, we go here, we went there, we did that, okay? You want to go right on that bit of the news? Try a O the second time. Try do, O, and this is why. I'll show you where to flip if you don't understand. But yeah, just you have 2 big phrases there. Flip the O halfway through. I think it's going to keep the boat pushing forward. Okay. That was do, 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 do. All 4 notes had the same weight. That's not what you want, right? 4th note is the most important. The 1st is the least important. Shape your phrases. Oh. That might have been too soon. This would be the O. Sorry. Oh. Wait.
Wrong part.
Yep, it's the right spot to do it. Okay, try it one more time. Ooh, oh, lyrics. I don't know, let's try it. You see where I'm going. Like the ooh is smaller than I want it to open. Whatever you think works. Because you're doing do 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 do. Oh, no, just oh wait. Do 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 do. No, I don't think so. Yep.
And this is why my eyes are closed.
Would it make sense to maybe stop after the Y there? Oh, and this is why I held a rose. You're just completing that. Okay. Thanks for letting me just be open with you and just try a whole bunch of stuff and start now and stop now. But being in a professional group, you know, I kind of understand that this is how different this is from a normal school choir thing. And you guys all have to contribute, you know, under whatever leadership you have, you know, whatever your rehearsal structure is. Just good luck to you. I mean, keep on it. It's worth it. It's totally fun. And I just want to see it all come together. Everything we hear, everything we see into a complete package as we get close. Thank you, guys.